Chosen one, this is not a drill. This is your moment. If you're watching this right now, there is a divine reason for it. God has specifically led you here because something massive is about to happen in your life. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is already in motion, but you need to act right now. God said, put salt in your shoes. Yes, you heard that correctly. This powerful, simple step will unlock the floodgates of abundance. And when you do it, money will come fast. All the blocks, the struggles, the financial worries that have held you back, they're about to be cleared away. And you're going to see your life transform in ways you never imagined. This is the final step in your journey to financial freedom and divine success. Don't waste another second. Your time is now. You are on the brink of something huge. The doors of abundance are opening for you, but only if you take action right now. If you're truly ready to step into your purpose and receive all that's been promised to you, you will watch this video to the end. This is more than just a mindset shift. It's a spiritual awakening, a divine calling. Before we dive into this life-changing message, take a moment to pause this video and do three things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 90,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. This number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. And remember, if you are truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video until the end, because deep down your spirit already knows that this is for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might not make it to the end. But for those who do, your life will never be the same. Now let's get into it. Sometimes life's blessings arrive in ways we least expect. Imagine being told to place salt in your shoes. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But what if I told you that this simple act holds profound spiritual significance? This isn't just a quirky ritual. It's a divine instruction that, though unconventional, has the power to unlock blessings beyond your imagination. The salt represents much more than a common kitchen item. It symbolizes purification, protection, and a direct connection to the abundance that's waiting for you. When God speaks, even when the message seems perplexing, there is always a hidden fortune within it. Trust that this sacred act holds the key to your breakthrough. It's easy to dismiss such a command when it doesn't make sense to our logical minds. We often seek clear and straightforward paths, but God's wisdom transcends our understanding. He understands the struggles you've endured, especially in times of financial hardship. The long waits, the sacrifices, the relentless prayers, they haven't gone unnoticed. By following this divine guidance, you step into a new season of blessings. God is asking you to trust Him completely. This act of putting salt in your shoes is a symbol of your obedience, a sign that you're ready to receive the abundance He has planned for you. So how does this simple act of faith bring you closer to your desires? When you follow God's instructions, even when they seem unconventional, you're aligning your will with His. You're taking that first step into a new season where doors open, financial worries dissolve, and a new wave of peace floods your life. Don't hesitate. Now is the time to act. By doing this, you're showing God that you're ready to walk the path He has set for you, no matter how unfamiliar it may seem. God's ways are not our ways. He doesn't always reveal His plans in a way that we can immediately comprehend, but His commands carry hidden treasures for those who trust and obey. This is the beauty of divine instruction. It may appear mysterious on the surface, but underneath lies a blessing that can transform your life. Think of it as a treasure chest buried deep beneath the surface of your understanding. The act of placing salt in your shoes might seem strange, but it's a key to unlocking doors that you've struggled to open. When we choose to trust God's instructions, even when they don't make sense, we position ourselves to receive the rewards He has in store. The hidden fortune is often a spiritual one, but it extends into the material world as well. Financial struggles, anxiety, and obstacles that have weighed you down for so long can suddenly lift. Why? Because God's mysterious commands are designed to purify, protect, and prepare us for a greater purpose. The salt in your shoes acts as a magnet, drawing in blessings and repelling negativity. As you follow this act of faith, you begin to witness how your life starts shifting. God knows the heart of every person, the desires and dreams that reside within you. When He gives instructions, He's not just guiding you in a ritual, He's preparing you for a new level of success, peace, and prosperity. The fortune isn't just financial, it's peace of mind, clarity of purpose, and the unlocking of dreams that were once out of reach. By embracing His mysterious ways, you open yourself to a life of unimaginable blessings. God knows the depths of your struggles, especially the financial ones. If you felt burdened by debt, overwhelmed by mounting bills, or uncertain about your future, this message is for you. God sees every tear, every sleepless night, and every prayer whispered in the quiet of your heart. But what if I told you that this divine instruction, the simple act of placing salt in your shoes, was the breakthrough you've been waiting for? Financial peace isn't just a distant dream. It can become your reality. This isn't just about receiving money, though. That's certainly part of it. God's plan is far greater. It's about restoring your sense of security and confidence in your future. It's about wiping away the anxiety that clouds your thoughts and replacing it with the peace that only He can provide. When you take this step of faith, you're actively inviting God's abundance into your life. You're aligning your intentions with His will, which is always for your good. The financial struggles you faced have been necessary to prepare you for this moment. But now, it's time to rise. Breaking through these financial struggles means you're walking into a season of unprecedented prosperity. No longer will you feel burdened by debt or restricted by lack. Your finances will begin to flow in ways you've never imagined. The act of faith, symbolized by salt in your shoes, clears the path and makes way for abundance to come into your life. It's not just about wealth, it's about peace, confidence, and clarity that will follow you in every area of your life. In life, there are moments when we are called to trust in a process that seems beyond our understanding. This divine process of placing salt in your shoes is one of those moments. Salt throughout history has been used for purification, protection, and preservation. It's a symbol of God's covenant with His people, pure, unyielding, and enduring. As you place salt in your shoes, you're symbolically cleansing your path, making it easier for blessings to flow into your life. The power of salt goes beyond its physical properties. Spiritually, it acts as a magnet for blessings. It attracts abundance while repelling negativity, clearing your path of obstacles and limitations. As you walk in faith, you're allowing God to guide your steps, removing financial hardships and unlocking the wealth and peace you've been waiting for. This simple act, though it may seem small, holds great power because it's rooted in obedience and trust in God's process. Trusting this divine process may be difficult, especially when the results aren't immediate. But this is where your faith is tested. God works in mysterious ways, and sometimes the greatest blessings come after we've taken that first step of faith. Don't let doubts or fears hold you back. Take that step. Place the salt in your shoes and watch as your life begins to shift in ways you never thought possible. Salt has always held great significance, not just in the culinary world, but also in the spiritual realm. It is a symbol of purification, a purifier of both body and soul. When placed in your shoes, salt acts as a spiritual cleanser, removing negative energy and clearing your path for new blessings. It absorbs the weight of past struggles, creating space for divine opportunities and abundance to enter your life. But salt also symbolizes preservation. It keeps things fresh, enduring, and safe from decay. Just as salt preserves food, it preserves your dreams, keeping them alive and vibrant. As you perform this sacred act, you're preserving your future, safeguarding the prosperity and success that God has promised you. Financial abundance is not a fleeting moment. It's something that, when cultivated, can last a lifetime. As a symbol of abundance, salt attracts prosperity, much like a magnet pulls metal. When you place salt in your shoes, you are not just following a command. You're inviting abundance to flow freely into your life. The negative energies of debt, poverty, and worry begin to dissipate, making way for a new season of financial peace and growth. Embrace the symbolism of salt as a tool to purify and preserve your financial future. Obstacles often stand in the way of our dreams, especially when it comes to financial success. The weight of debt, the fear of failure, and the uncertainty of the future can be overwhelming. But there's a way to remove these barriers and open the doors to success. The simple act of placing salt in your shoes is one of the most powerful ways to clear these obstacles. Salt has the unique ability to absorb negative energy, transforming it into positive energy. When placed in your shoes, it clears your path, creating a smooth road ahead. The struggles that once held you back begin to lose their power over you. Financial obstacles, whether they are debts, poor investments, or financial fears, are no match for the purification and protection that salt offers. As you walk with the salt in your shoes, you begin to notice the doors of opportunity opening before you. Investment opportunities that once seemed impossible become accessible. Financial deals that once slipped through your fingers are now within reach. Your job search becomes fruitful. Doors that were once closed to you begin to open wide. This divine process of placing salt in your shoes is more than just an act of faith. It's a declaration that you are ready for what's next. One of the most powerful steps in this divine process is taking the time to write down your dreams and financial struggles on paper. This act of putting pen to paper is an expression of your faith and intention. As you reflect on your struggles and dreams, you are actively participating in the process of manifesting your desires. Take a clean sheet of paper and write down your financial struggles, your debts, your fears, and the challenges you face. But also write down your dreams, the desires of your heart, and the financial peace you are seeking. As you fold this paper, you're symbolically folding your worries, turning them over to God. Now place the folded paper with salt in your shoes. This act of faith sets your intentions in motion. And as you walk, you are taking steps toward your financial breakthrough. This sacred ritual is more than just a physical act. It's an emotional and spiritual declaration that you are ready to break free from the chains of financial stress and walk into a future of peace and abundance. With every step, you're moving closer to your goal. Trust that God is working behind the scenes to bring your dreams into reality. Salt is often referred to as nature's purifier. It has an incredible ability to absorb negative energy, turning it into a force for good. This spiritual characteristic of salt is crucial when it comes to attracting abundance. In every area of life, we encounter negative energies. Whether it's financial stress, toxic environments, or self-doubt, these energies block the flow of blessings and keep us stuck in cycles of lack. But the moment you incorporate salt into your life, specifically in the act of placing it in your shoes, you allow it to work its magic. Salt doesn't just clear negative energy, it also attracts positivity and abundance. It acts as a magnet for prosperity, drawing opportunities toward you. As you walk with salt in your shoes, you're creating a powerful energy field around you that repels negativity and invites blessings into your life. This is more than a mere belief. It's an ancient spiritual truth that has been practiced across cultures for centuries. When you embrace this divine process, you tap into a universal law of attraction that brings good things to you. As you continue to walk in faith, you'll notice how your circumstances begin to shift. What once seemed impossible will now become achievable. Doors you thought were permanently closed will open, and financial opportunities will flow effortlessly toward you. Salt, with its purifying power, makes room for the abundance that's meant to be yours. Having clear intentions is one of the most powerful tools we can possess. But even more important than clarity is aligning those intentions with God's will. God has a plan for each of us, and when we align our desires with His divine purpose, we set the stage for incredible breakthroughs. The act of placing salt in your shoes is not just about attracting wealth. It's about aligning yourself with God's higher plan for your life. To manifest your dreams, it's essential to be clear about what you want, but it's equally important to surrender those desires to God's will. When you take this step of faith by placing salt in your shoes, you are symbolically offering your dreams and goals to God. You're saying, Lord, I trust you with my future. I trust you to guide me toward the right opportunities and to open the doors that will bring my dreams to life. This act of surrender doesn't diminish your desire for success. It strengthens your alignment with divine purpose. With clear intentions and an open heart, you allow God to work through you and guide your steps. As you move forward, you'll notice how things begin to fall into place. Financial peace, clarity of mind, and the realization of your goals are just around the corner. The divine process of placing salt in your shoes helps you focus on what truly matters, aligning your desires with God's perfect plan. Shoes are essential to our everyday life. They help us move forward, walk through challenges, and stay grounded. But in the spiritual sense, they represent our journey. When we place salt in our shoes, we're not just preparing for a new season of abundance, We're symbolically preparing ourselves for a journey of success and prosperity. Clean shoes, both literally and figuratively, signify a fresh start and the readiness to walk in new directions. By ensuring your shoes are clean, you are showing that you are ready to step into the future with confidence. Your shoes are your foundation. Just as they carry you through the physical world, they also carry you towards spiritual and financial growth. The act of placing salt in your shoes is an acknowledgement that you are cleaning away the old, outdated beliefs and negative energy that have been holding you back. It's a moment to refresh your mindset and prepare for the abundant life ahead. Your journey to prosperity begins with the small steps you take today. By following this sacred ritual, you're not just following an instruction. You're actively preparing yourself to walk in the fullness of God's blessings. As you take each step, you are moving toward a brighter, more successful future where abundance and peace reign in your life. Faith is the key that unlocks doors to unimaginable possibilities. But faith without action is incomplete. Walking in faith means taking the first step, even when you can't see the entire staircase. The act of placing salt in your shoes is a physical demonstration of your faith in God's promises. It's a declaration that you trust Him, even when the path seems unclear or unconventional. When you walk in faith, you're moving forward despite the doubts, the fears, and the uncertainties that might arise. You're trusting in the process, even when the outcome isn't immediately visible. And it's this very trust that releases God's blessings into your life. By placing salt in your shoes, you're signaling to the universe and to God that you are ready to receive the abundance He's prepared for you. As you take each step, your faith deepens, and the doors to your financial breakthrough begin to open. The money, the opportunities, and the peace you've been praying for are closer than ever. This is the power of walking in faith. When you take action, God moves on your behalf, unlocking blessings that were once out of reach. God knows every struggle you've faced, the long nights, the sacrifices, and the financial burdens that have weighed. He knows the pain of watching others prosper while you've waited for your breakthrough. But now the time has come for your financial rise. God has heard your prayers, seen your perseverance, and now He is ready to open the floodgates of blessings upon your life. The act of placing salt in your shoes is a pivotal moment in your journey. It's the moment where your past struggles are left behind and a new season of prosperity begins. God has always known you were ready for this transformation, even when you doubted yourself. By following His divine instructions, you step into a future where financial freedom, peace, and success are your new reality. This isn't just about a sudden influx of money. It's about a complete shift in your mindset, in your circumstances. It's about stepping into a life where financial worries are a thing of the past and abundance becomes your new normal. The time for your rise is now. And with God by your side, there's nothing that can stand in your way. Abundance is not just about accumulating wealth. It's about living in alignment with God's plan and receiving all that He has prepared for you. The divine instruction to place salt in your shoes may seem small, but it's a powerful step toward unlocking a wealth of blessings, financial and spiritual. When you follow God's instructions, you create space for abundance to flow freely into your life. This step of faith, placing salt in your shoes, reminds you that your wealth is not limited by the world's standards, but by your obedience to divine guidance. God's plan for you is greater than anything you could imagine. It includes not only financial wealth, but also peace, clarity, and fulfillment in all areas of your life. By taking this action, you step into a new reality where abundance surrounds you. Trust that wealth is coming your way, not because of your own efforts, but because you have aligned yourself with God's will. He has already made provision for you. As you step into abundance, you are also stepping into the fullness of God's blessings and the promise of a prosperous future. The moment you step into your breakthrough, the world will begin to notice. The financial shift that happens as you follow divine instructions will not only affect your life, it will impact everyone around you. The doors that once seemed closed will swing wide open, and opportunities will flood your path. Your rise is not just a personal victory, it's a testament to the power of trusting in God's plan. When you trust and obey divine instructions, even in the smallest acts, you set into motion a chain of events that leads to a life of success and prosperity. The world will begin to see the transformation in your life. Your financial situation will improve. Your career will flourish, and your confidence will soar. The shift will be undeniable. You won't just see the difference. Others will too. As you walk in faith, remember that your journey is a testimony of what happens when you follow God's guidance. Your rise will inspire others to trust in His plan for their own lives. And soon the blessings you've received will ripple out to others. This is the moment of your rise, and it will be a witness to the power of God's love and provision. The transformation that takes place when you follow divine instructions goes beyond just you. It extends to your family. The financial peace you've been seeking is not just for you, it's for your loved ones too. They will witness the changes in your life and feel the shift in the atmosphere of your home. No longer will there be a sense of lack or worry. The abundance that follows this divine process will bring peace and stability to your entire family. As you experience financial breakthrough, your family will benefit from the peace and security that comes with it. The burdens you've carried alone will be lifted, and your loved ones will see you walk in the fullness of God's blessings. This is the power of following divine guidance. It doesn't just change your life, it transforms the lives of those closest to you. Financial peace is on the horizon. Trust that as you continue to walk in faith, your family will experience the joy, abundance, and security that God has planned for you all. This is just the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with peace, prosperity, and divine favor. Imagine a life where the weight of debt no longer holds you back, a life where the constant worry about bills, loans, and financial obligations is a distant memory. This new era of financial freedom is not a distant dream. It is within your reach. God knows the struggles you've faced, the sleepless nights spent wondering how you'll ever overcome the burden of debt. But He has a plan for you, and it begins with a simple, powerful act of faith. The moment you take the step to place salt in your shoes, you are symbolically releasing the grip of debt over your life. Salt represents purification and abundance, and when you use it with intention, you are inviting divine intervention into your finances. As you walk with the salt in your shoes, you are walking away from debt one step at a time. God's blessings are beginning to unfold, clearing your path and creating room for financial freedom. This is more than just an act. It is the beginning of a new financial reality. As you trust the process, you'll find that your financial burdens begin to lift. The loans, the credit card bills, the financial struggles you've been carrying will begin to fade away. You are entering a season where abundance flows freely into your life, and debt is no longer your reality. This is God's promise. He is ready to unlock the door to your financial breakthrough. You are standing on the threshold of a new chapter, one filled with financial peace, prosperity, and freedom. The end of debt is not just a possibility, it's your future. Walk in faith. Follow the divine instructions and watch as your financial burdens turn into blessings. This is your moment to step into the freedom you've been longing for. For years, you may have struggled with finances, living paycheck to paycheck, wondering when the breakthrough would come. The cycle of stress and worry may have seemed endless, but today marks the beginning of something different. Your struggles are coming to an end, and success is on the horizon. God has heard your prayers, seen your sacrifices, and now He's guiding you to a place of financial victory. The transition from struggle to success doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with a single step of faith. Placing salt in your shoes is that step, a small yet powerful act that symbolizes your willingness to trust in God's plan. Salt purifies, clears negativity, and opens the door to abundance. As you place the salt in your shoes, you are setting in motion the end of financial struggles and the beginning of success. This journey isn't just about wealth, it's about transformation. The financial troubles that have plagued you for so long will soon be a thing of the past. The moment you take action, the divine process begins, and doors to new opportunities open. Financial peace, long-awaited opportunities, and a sense of security are all within reach. You are not just surviving anymore, you are thriving. As you witness the end of your financial struggles, remember that this success is not just for you. It is a testimony of God's faithfulness and provision. Your success will inspire others, and you will be a beacon of hope to those still in the struggle. Embrace the change, for your success is here, and the future is brighter than ever. Loans, bills, debts. These financial burdens have weighed heavily on you for far too long. The constant stress of managing loans and worrying about repayments can take a toll on your peace of mind. But today, that burden is being lifted. Your financial breakthrough has arrived, and God is ready to unlock the doors to a future free from loans and financial worry. The process begins with an act of faith, placing salt in your shoes. Salt has long been a symbol of purification and positive energy. By following this divine instruction, you are sending a clear message that you are ready for a fresh start. You are ready to leave behind the debt that has been holding you hostage and walk into a future of financial freedom. The salt works as a purifier, absorbing all negativity and allowing abundance to flow freely into your life. As you take each step with the salt in your shoes, know that you are walking away from debt. God's plan for you is one of peace, security, and prosperity. Financial worries that once kept you up at night will soon fade away. The loans, the interest rates, the constant financial juggling will no longer define your life. You are entering a new season where abundance, not debt, is your reality. Trust in the divine process, for it is already in motion. As you continue to walk in faith, you will witness the transformation. The financial breakthroughs you've been waiting for are just around the corner. No more loans, no more worries, only peace, prosperity, and financial freedom. Rejection can be painful. Whether it's a job opportunity that slipped through your fingers or financial setbacks that made you feel overlooked, it's easy to feel defeated. But now is the time to rise above rejection. Your time to shine has arrived. God has not forgotten you. And the setbacks you've experienced were simply setting the stage for your incredible comeback. The act of placing salt in your shoes is a powerful declaration that you are ready to move beyond rejection and into your true purpose. Salt is a symbol of purification, and as you use it, you are cleansing your path and preparing for the blessings that are coming your way. Rejection no longer has the power to define you. Instead, it has become the catalyst for your transformation. As you walk with the salt in your shoes, you are walking into a season where rejection is replaced with acceptance, where setbacks turn into comebacks, and where doors that were once closed are now wide open. This is your moment to shine. God has prepared a place for you at the table of success, and it is waiting for you to take your seat. Embrace the shift in your life. The rejection you once felt will soon be replaced with the recognition and opportunities you deserve. This is your time to rise above, to claim your place in the world, and to walk confidently into your future. There comes a moment in everyone's life when they realize that they are no longer stuck in the past, but are stepping into a new season of abundance. This is your moment. It's time to let the world see your rise. God is opening doors of opportunity that will allow you to step into the success and prosperity you've been waiting for. The time has come for you to shine. The divine instruction of placing salt in your shoes is a step that clears your path and prepares you for the abundance that awaits. Salt is a powerful tool for attracting prosperity, and as you place it in your shoes, you are walking into a future filled with blessings. Your financial troubles, your struggles, and your doubts are being replaced by the promise of abundance. As you walk in faith, you will begin to notice the doors opening for you. The abundance you've been praying for is on its way. It's not just about wealth. It's about the fulfillment of your dreams, the restoration of your peace, and the rise of your true potential. This is the season where God is positioning you for success, and the world will witness your transformation. Don't hold back. Let the world see your rise. Abundance is not just for you. It's for those who will see your success and be inspired to believe in the power of faith. Step into the future with confidence and let God's blessings overflow in every area of your life.